Hello everyone, welcome to SAMARPIT. In this video, we are going to understand what are prime numbers and what are composite numbers. So before that, most of you might have known about natural numbers. Natural numbers start from 1 and they are increased by 1 at a time. So 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4 and the list keeps on going on. So we denote natural numbers by n. So they start from 1 and they are increased by 1 at a time and the list keeps on going. So this list of natural numbers is a infinite list. Now if you see these natural numbers, generally in your daily life, whenever you used to count anything, you generally start from 1. So the counting happens from 1. So 1, 2, 3, the count keeps on going on. So these natural numbers are used for counting and this can also be called as counting numbers. So with that picture in mind, let me make you understand what are prime numbers and what are composite numbers. Now let me tell you what is a prime number. Of course, prime number is a natural number. Prime number is natural number and composite numbers are also natural number. But first let me make you understand prime number, then the definition for the composite number will be clear for you. So prime number is a natural number greater than 1 which has only 2 factors. So let me write that for you. This is a natural number. Prime numbers are natural number greater than 1 which has only 2 factors. What are those factors? 1 and the number itself. So this is the definition for prime number. Now I will decode this definition for you, but let me first put the definition for composite number also. So composite number is also a positive integer, or we can say it is also a natural number, and it has at least one factor other than 1 and itself. So it is a natural number having at least one divisor other than 1 and itself. I will make you clear this definition for prime number and composite number in a very short moment. So to make you understand what are these prime numbers and composite number, what I will do is, let me first take the first 10 natural numbers. So what are the first 10 natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now coming to 1, 1 is not a prime number nor a composite number. Remember that 1 is not a prime number nor a composite number. So we have our natural number starting from 1, but 1 is not a prime number, not a composite number. So the next the next natural number after 1 is 2. So let me do one thing. So let me write 2 here. Let me write 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me write 10 also. Now what I will do is, I will write the factors for these numbers. So if you take 2, what are the factors for 2? So the factors for 2 is 1 and 2. Because no other factor exists other than 1 and 2. Let me write the factors for 3, 1 and 3. Let me write the factors for 4. So if you remember 2 table, in 2 table 4 comes, 2 into 2 is 4. So the factors for 4 are 1, 2, 4. Let me write factors for 5, 1, 5. Let me write factors for 6, 1, 2, 3, 6. Let me write factors for 7, 1, 7. Let me write factors for 8, 1, 2, 4, 8. Let me write factors for 9, 1, 3, 9. Let me write factors for 10, 1, 2, 5, 10. Now, if you observe carefully all these numbers, let me go through all these numbers. So starting from 2. So if you observe the factors for 2, there are only 2 factors for 2. 1 and the number itself. If you observe 2, there are only two factors, 1 and the number itself. So what is our definition for a prime number? Prime numbers are natural numbers greater than 1, which has only two factors. It has got only two factors. What are those two factors? The number 1 and the number itself. The number itself and the 1. Of course, if you observe, 1 will be factor for all natural numbers. So that will be common. And the whatever the number we are considering, that will be factor for itself. For example, if we consider 2, 2 will be factor for itself. If we consider 3, 3 will be factor for itself. So every number is factor for itself. So for 2, there are only two factors, that is 1 and the number itself. So if we observe numbers like 2, numbers like 3, numbers like 5, numbers like 7, all these four numbers we can call them as prime numbers. So why I am calling this prime numbers? It has only two factors. There are no other factors other than these two factors. And what are those two factors? 1 and the number itself. So such numbers are called as prime numbers. So we can have like I already told you that we have infinite number of natural numbers. So in the same way we can have infinite number of prime numbers also. But for every prime number, the condition is you will have only two factors. One is the number itself and the other is 1. So of course one will be factor for every natural number and the other factor will be the number itself. Apart from this, it cannot have any other factors. Then the number qualifies for a prime number. Now what are the numbers other than those prime numbers? They are nothing but the composite numbers. So if you take 4, let me show you with a different color. If you take 4, it has a factor other than 1 and the number itself. If you observe 3, it has two factors other than the 1 and the number itself. If you take 8, the same. If you take 9, the same. That means the numbers like 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 are having factors other than 1 and the number itself. Such numbers are called as composite numbers. So what are the composite numbers? It is a natural number having at least one divisor other than 1 and itself. So in the first 10 natural numbers, 1, if you look at 1 is not a, so let me write that also. So 1 is not prime nor composite. So 1 is not a prime number nor a composite number. In the remaining 9 numbers, we are having 2, 3, 5, 7 as prime numbers, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 as composite numbers. So let me highlight them. So these numbers 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So let me highlight these numbers. What are these numbers? These numbers are called as composite numbers. So make this very clear in your mind. Natural numbers, we can divide them into prime numbers and composite numbers. Prime numbers are those numbers which are having only two factors. What are those two factors? 1 and the number itself. Other than these, they will not have any factors. And composite numbers are those numbers which have at least one factor other than 1 and the number itself. Such numbers are qualified to be composite numbers. Now let me take the first 100 natural numbers. So in this picture you can see the first 100 natural numbers starting from 1 till 100. So in this, the numbers which are highlighted in yellow color are prime numbers. So as I already told you, 1 is not a prime nor a composite number. Let's start from 2. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 53, 59, 61, 67, 71, 73, 79, 83, 89, 97. So these are the prime numbers in the first 100 natural numbers. Now let me tell you some important points. What are those important points? You can see 2 is the only even prime. The only prime number which is even is 2. All other even numbers other than 2 will be definitely a composite number. If you take any number, for example, if you take 6, it is a composite number. 8, composite number. 20, composite number. Only 2 is the only even prime. First thing. Second thing, the smallest prime number is also 2. So 2 is the smallest prime number. This is the second important point. So what I want to say is 2 is the only even prime. All other even numbers other than 2 in the natural numbers will definitely be composite numbers, and 2 is the smallest prime number. And what is the smallest odd? So let me write here, smallest odd prime number. So the smallest odd prime number, see 2 is the smallest even prime, or 2 is the only even prime. So you cannot have any other prime which is even apart from 2, and 2 is also the smallest. Okay, so we have written here 2 is the smallest prime number. So smallest odd prime number, it is 3. So you can see 3 is the prime number, it is the smallest and odd. And if anyone asks you smallest composite number, smallest composite number. So if I take 1 is not a prime nor a composite, 2, 3 are prime numbers. So what is the composite number? That is the first composite number in the first 100 natural numbers, 4. So the smallest composite number is 4. So these are the concepts of prime number and composite numbers. So remembering the first, that means the prime numbers, the first, that means the prime numbers among the first 100 natural numbers is very important. So try to remember these numbers, which are 2, 3, 5, 7, and the list goes on till 97. Thank you for watching this video.